What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Tabloids and Trending Topics with T. I know I have been away for, let's just say, 3 weeks. And a lot has happened in 3 weeks, but I said I do have a job, and of course that takes precedence. But if you guys have been rocking with me for a while, you know that I don't leave you guys without anything. These are church announcements if I didn't already say so. Well, first church announcement, I've already been drinking, so here we go. Should be lively for you. But I recently just did 16 reviews within like the last, let's just say, 24 to like 36 hours, and then I just did the Real Housewives of Atlanta this morning. So I'm gonna do this now. I actually had said in that video that I wanted to like start working on this at like the latest 4. You don't know this, but I'm just letting you know right now, like, it's almost 6 o'clock at night, so like I'm behind, so I'm gonna try my damnedest to get this out before I actually go to bed tonight. So I might be up a little late tonight. We'll see. If not, then I'll probably wake up early tomorrow morning. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. With this particular Tabloids and Trending Topics with T, I'm still going to like break this up, but this time I think what I'll do is I'll give you guys like a full video, and then for the topics that are either A, controversial, or B, I just know that are going to get like flagged or hit up for whatever reason, those will be put in a totally separate video. So I want to try to make this just a little bit more, you know, lighthearted, just a little bit, but I mean, we still gonna have, you know, all the juiciness and everything else that goes along with this show. So is that really all that I have? I think so. And also, please don't forget, if you have any topics that you would like for me to discuss on Tabloids and Trending Topics with T, please send them to spillingallthetea@gmail.com. I know my inbox is full right now. I have not got to it, so if I've missed anything, then I'll probably come back in before Sunday and kind of do like a Tabloids Trending Topics with T redux to catch up on that. Because trust me, I know because I'm not, like, what I'm going to cover today is not everything. It's not. And for me to talk about everything, it will probably take me a whole damn day to get through it all. So I think it's time to get into it. So before I do, pour myself a glass. So this is what I'm drinking on right now. Like, I actually I've had this more than enough time, and I actually like it because it's fizzy, it's sweet, you know. I like a sweet wine, you know, and I just don't feel like drinking liquor right now. So there we go. So as we always do, definitely want to start out by giving our flowers. So first, rest in peace, rest in power to the 1 person that died and 5 that were injured. There was an Amtrak train that crashed into a trash truck outside of Charlottesville, Virginia. This happened, I believe, on January 31st. So again, that resulted in 1 dead, 5 injured. So, you know, rest in peace, rest in power to the one that has passed. Condolences to the family, and for the 5 that's injured, I haven't heard anything else about it, but hopefully speedy recovery. Also, like I said, sending blessings to Jordan Sparks. So within a week's time frame, she had lost 2 friends who died in a car crash. Lost her stepsister, who had passed away from sickle cell anemia complications, and she also lost her cousin. So I know personally how it is to lose family members close together, but I've never dealt with losing 4 people close to me within a span of a week. So I know she's probably taking it hard. So definitely, you know, prayers and condolences. Let me see. According to NBC News, a 12-year-old girl at Belmont High School had been arrested for shooting a 15-year-old boy in the head and a girl of the same age in the wrist. The boy, as last that I checked, was listed in serious condition but still alive. So to the young lady that was shot, and to the young man that was shot in the head, definitely prayers up to the both of them, and hopefully they come out, I can't say unscathed, but hopefully, you know, healed. And the gentleman who got shot in the head, I really hope there is absolutely no brain damage. But Golly, this one is actually heavy. It's a lot. Condolences to Don Lemon. He lost his sister. She was 58 years old. Her name was Latanya Lemon. She passed away in an accidental pond drowning. So definitely prayers and condolences to his family. Um, Rest in peace to Frazier's dad, John Mahoney. I swear I suck at pronouncing people's names, so forgive me if I said it wrong. But he passed away at the age of 77 on the 4th of February, and they didn't say what, but it was a short illness that he passed away from, and he passed away in Chicago. So rest in power to him. Condolences to his family. South African jazz legend Hugh. Okay, I'm gonna jack up his name accidentally, but Masakila. Hopefully, I said his name right. He passed away at age 78, and it was said that he died from pretty much prostate cancer, so complications with that. So, rest in power to him. Prayer and condolences to his family. Chicago rapper Fredo Santana died at the age of 27. He passed away from kidney failure, so rest in power to him. Prayer and condolences to his family. And Judas Priest drummer Dave Holland passed away at age 69, but it was not stated what the reason was. So if I hear anything else, I'll definitely mention it on the next show. Okay. Now that we got the heavy stuff out the way. So, Keisha Cole quits Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Who cares? She offered absolutely nothing. I would like to see if they're going to bring Booby back and what Brooke Valentine is going to bring to us. But okay, Keisha Cole left, so she came, got her money, and left. I mean, she probably should have stayed on the show because I heard that her album did not do all that well. I'm not going to lie, I didn't purchase it because Incapable did not do anything for me, so I just didn't feel inclined to listen to it. So, but with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood news, K Michelle is to join Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and she is already getting into it with 2 people. So I'll let you guys see who she's getting into it with, and I will be right back. All right, so I know how a lot of people feel about K Michelle and whatnot, but cause at one point she did say she would never do the Love of Hip Hop again, but she did go back to Atlanta and she's now on Hollywood. What I will say is, given that, I mean, maybe this is me being biased, but outside of Monique, doing what she does, like, it was very lackluster this last season. So, hey, if K Michelle got to come through and shake the table, let her shake the table. I'm actually here, for what's about to go on. What I will say is I don't necessarily understand why Lyrica Anderson is going as hard as she is, especially because she just dropped her album. And I don't even know why A1 is paying any attention, seeing as to how he is, producing and whatnot. But chances are this is probably just a secure storyline, so hopefully a lot of this plays out on Hollywood. In addition to that, Stacy Dash is running for a political office. I have nothing to say. I have absolutely nothing nice. But other people do. So this is what other people have to say about Stacy Dash. Since the Queen's Court is going to come on tonight, and as much as I want to talk about what is going on with them, I want to make sure that I have all of the information. I don't like jumping on anything. As you guys see, I'd rather be late with it and not get many views than to be like the first person to jump on it. And as I've said before, I have to constantly come back and either renege or do a redux on what it is that I said. So, but in spirit of the Queen's Court, next case. So now we got the Fetty Wap sagas. So back to Love It Hip Hop Hollywood. So apparently the baby mama's going at it. Masika Kalisha throwing shade. It's even rumored that she ain't coming back. We shall surely see. But I just want you to see what she had to say to her baby daddy. We're gonna be right back. So, here's what I have to say to that. First and foremost, if I can be completely the fuck honest, two things. One, I hope it plays out in Love Hip Hop Hollywood so I can actually have something to talk about. But two, I really don't care. Especially given the fact that you were with him. And I'm talking about Alexis Sky. You were with him, supposedly, allegedly. Masika Kalisha came along, got, pregnant by him and whatnot, disrupted the entire home. You went and had a whole relationship with, Solo Lucci, I believe his name was. That didn't work, but that was enough to try to secure your storyline. You come on Love Hip Hop Hollywood, doing your best to get a storyline out of Masika. I will say she ain't playing her cards right, because she actually could have got a good storyline out of that. Both of y'all could have made money off of it. I digress. And the same motherfucker that did you grimy, that did you dirty, you decide to get impregnated by this gentleman, being nice, call him that. And with all of this, now the very thing that you wanted, you're mad that you got what you wanted and everything that comes along with it. But were you not paying attention to what Masika Kalisha went through the season before with him? Have you not paid attention to what the other baby mamas have been going through? He has many different children in many different parts of the world. It is what it is. So this is one of those where as much of a heart as I do and sometimes don't have, I feel absolutely no sympathy and absolutely no empathy at the fuck all. Because if you knew and you still lay down with them, I'm sorry. I don't think your poo nanny is that magical. So it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for you, but I hope it plays out on the fucking season. I'm going to watch it, especially because my niece is on there. Gotta watch it. Whew. Also in reality television news, I didn't mention this on my on the videos because I try my best not to talk about stuff in real time when a show is going on. But in reference to Married to Medicine, Dr. Simone is divorcing her husband Cecil. So to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber, Sean Bradley. Y'all haven't subscribed to him. It's Say Sean Bradley. He had mentioned in one of his early reviews that because both of them are living in two separate houses, it's almost as if they are separated. Technically they are. And now she's pretty much filing for divorce. And what Dr. Whitmore said to People magazine, there is no if, there are no games. I am not pretending. I am done. I have reached a place where I'm in a marriage where I do not feel loved. No sacrifices are being made for me to make me feel loved. I must move on. Not to mention that the two of them have two children now. Miles is 19, he's in college, but Michael is 15. Now, I'm going to say something. This is probably not the popular opinion, but I'm not necessarily here to give the popular opinion, but I am here to give mine and hopefully insight. first thing that I'm going to say is I am never an advocate for someone to stay in something that is not making them happy. But what I will say is sometimes you have to look at things from a financial standpoint. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of my family information out there. If my family happens to see it, it is what it is. But like I said, I have a aunt. She was married. You know, like I said, that's my uncle. I guess we could say in-law. Love them to death. Those two is one of those where it's kind of obvious no matter who, like what age you were, but they were living in two separate bedrooms in the same house. As soon as their youngest child, my cousin, turned 18, he was gone. So it was one of those like whatever he had to pay out, he paid to her. I don't know if there was anything. I'm not in the relationship to know. But what I do know is once their baby turned 18 and all the ties were done, he was gone. Ghost. So what I'm here to say is they may be unhappy. They may. I don't know what sacrifices has been made. But what I will say is go with your heart. Do what's best for you. But I don't think that was the best move in terms of finances, and I say that for this reason. For those of us who watch Married to Medicine, we see how Simone can be. We see all the outbursts and everything that goes on. We've even seen on camera how she interacts with the other ladies, how she verbally abuses her husband. We've also heard her youngest son talk about how he is not going to date anybody that is black. And chances are, we always hear that you tend to date someone that is like your parents. So if he is seeing his mother, a black woman, you know, berating, emasculating the father, and this is, you know, my mother, he probably doesn't want to date anything like that. And just seeing that, it probably doesn't fare well with him. She also works more. The children at the time that the second one was still at home was living with the father at the other house. The youngest one is still living with the father at the other house. So for what it's worth, we've seen on camera that Cecil is more than able and capable of taking care of his youngest son. Not to mention that their youngest son, I believe his name is Michael, I'm about to call him out, it's Michael, it's even came out that it's because of him that the two of them become affectionate. He has used his tears to bring both of them back together when Simone would threaten divorce to Cecil. So this is one of those where I hate to say it. Going through divorce court, she makes more money. Unless there's a prenup there, she's probably going to have to pay him. When it comes to who's going to get the kids, he is more than likely going to get the kids because of stability and so many other different things, because all he has to do is use what is on television to back up his case. I would like to think that they would not get down and dirty with it, but I'm just being honest. So that's my take on it. I would really love to know how you all feel. So since it seems like, you know, I'm not on, the woman's train, about to get on it now. So there is a I think it's osteopathic or pathic. I think osteopathic is probably the word. Physician by the name of Larry Nassar, who has been well in the middle of a sex scandal. It has been with over 265 women. And from what I was able to pull up, on July 11, 2017, Nassar pleaded guilty to federal child pornography charges. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison on December 7, 2017. On November 22nd, 2017, he pleaded to 7 charges of first-degree sexual assault and entered another guilty plea a week later to 3 additional charges of sexual assault. On January 24th, Nassar was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison, set to run after Nassar serves 60 years federal prison for child pornography. On February 5th, 2018, Nassar received 40 to 125. So, I'm going to show you guys a few clips. One is going to be of the judge sentencing him. And when I say she was savage, and she was a G with that shit, nothing but respect for her. Absolutely nothing but respect. And on the one hand, you do have the child pornography, but you have someone who is a physician that is working with, U.S. Olympians and whatnot. And the fact that you are taking advantage of your position and sexually assaulting these women, it is very despicable. It is horrible. And then there is a part where the father of, one of the victims wanted to get at him. And I'm smiling because I have commentary on that. So I'm going to show you guys the videos and I'll be right back.
This letter, which comes 2 months after your plea, tells me that you have not yet owned what you did, that you still think that somehow you are right, that you are a doctor, that you're entitled, that you don't have to listen, and that you did treatment. I wouldn't send my dogs to you, sir. Would you like to withdraw your plea? No. Because I need to send a message to the parole board in the event somehow God is gracious, and I know He is, and you survive the 60 years in federal court first, and then you start on my 40 years? You've gone off the page here as to what I'm doing. My page only goes to 100 years. Sir, I'm giving you 175 years, which is 2,100 months. I just signed your death warrant, and I want you to know, as much as it was my honor and privilege to hear the sister survivors, it is my honor and privilege to sentence you. Because, sir, you do not deserve to walk outside of a prison ever again.
I would ask you to, as part of this sentencing, to grant me 5 minutes in a locked room with this demon. Would you do that?
That is not.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Would you give me 1 minute?
You know that I can't do that. That's not how it is.
Well, I'm going to have to get something
Stay down. Stay down. I understand.
Let me have that son of a bitch.
I understand, but stay down.
I want that.
Stop fighting. Fight your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I want that son of a bitch.
Put your hands behind your back. I don't.
Give me 1 minute with that pastor.
Go ahead. You're good.
So professional.
1 minute.
Relax, sir.
Relax.
Take it easy, buddy.
Just relax. Okay, now we're going to kind of let up, okay? You have to let up too, okay? All right. Sit up. Get on your side. Sit up.
Where is he?
1, 2, 3, up.
What if this happened to you guys?
Not behave like that. No one can behave like this. I want to make sure it's crystal clear. I'm sure Judge Hines
You haven't lived through it, lady.
You cannot behave like this. This is letting him have this power over us, okay? She will come out and tell you this. I don't want to see another parent get arrested or put handcuffs on or a victim. We cannot behave like this. I understand Mr. Margrave's frustration, but you cannot do this. This is not helping your children. This is not helping your community. This is not helping us. This is not helping the police department. Use your words, use your experiences to get him and to change. Do not use physical violence.
Did you guys see that? So first, the judge, she was a G with that shit. She was a motherfucking G, and I'm all the way the fuck here for it. But here's the thing that got me. Now, to the father, I'm gonna need for you to just go ahead, my brother, go ahead and sit down in front of me. I'm finna pour us a drink, okay? Go ahead and pour us a drink. I do want to say this video is not sponsored by them, but I'm just saying if y'all want to go get y'all some, this right here, go ahead and get you some. but this is what I gotta say to you, Pimpin'. I ain't mad that you wanted to go get at him. I ain't mad because I feel you. I would have wanted to get at him too, but here's what I'm out here. I'm gonna have to sentence you to a year of watching Love and Hip Hop. That's what I'm gonna sentence you to. Because if you watch Love and Hip Hop, you gonna learn there are certain little maneuvers you can do, but you don't do. You do not ask for permission. I got it. You mad? I got it. You mad? Now, what I would have done is I wouldn't ask the judge for permission. Nope, sure wouldn't. Now what I would have done is I would have waited for just a prime opportunity. I would have had all the security peeped out where they were. Okay. And this is for anybody that want to tag somebody ass. I'm trying to put you up on game, y'all. But I would have been peeping, like, okay, I see you there, I would have did the math in my head, like, okay, if I, do this, jump here, do that, I got about a good 5 good seconds. Because this is one of them instances where you don't ask for permission. You ask for forgiveness. And I guarantee you, had you done that and just got at his ass, that nothing probably would have happened to you, because honestly, any good attorney would have been just like, he was overcome with grief, he saw red, he saw the guy, he played in his mind all the next things he could have done to his door. I'm trying to put you up on game here now. I'm trying to put you up on game. Because I'll be the first motherfucker to say I'll be in jail right the fuck with his ass. But I got some more advice for you. Because again, I'm going to try to lift you up. Because that shit is very nasty. It is very vile. I don't have any kids. Not yet. Hopefully sometime, in the future soon. But I do have 4 nieces. 4. I have 4 nieces. And 3 of them are old. My youngest niece, she just turned 1 not how long ago. But with the 3 older ones, I helped raise them, change Pampers, did all that good jazz, tutored them, the whole 9 yards. It is to the point where they are going to take what I say to heart a little bit more than their father. Nothing against my brother, but it's one of those where I was literally face to face with them, taught them a lot. And it's been some times that I've had to say some things to them to encourage them and be like, I don't want you to put yourself out there, to be anything. Like, I remember when I was in grammar school, I think I was maybe somewhere between the age of 7 or 8. my eldest niece, she had some health complications growing up to where, her bones were not necessarily, as strong as they should have been. Showed it to somebody I was in school with. He made a real nasty comment, and I made it perfectly clear, like, fix your lips, say one more thing, we about to have a problem in here. And my nieces know that they don't need to come to me with anything because they uncle will literally. I'm in Europe right now. Don't think my ass won't sit here and dish out the money to take my ass to Chicago and handle some business. Like, my nieces are like my daughters, and I will go to jail for my nieces. I love them that much. That much. And the love runs deep. So this is me saying I understand. So that's the first thing you should have did is you probably shouldn't have, asked for permission. But here's what you should do. First and foremost, child pornography, and he done played around with the children. Now, I ain't never been to jail. I got family that have. But I can tell you, if it's one thing they don't play with, they do not play around with motherfuckers that play around with children. So right there, he probably not gonna live this whole entire sentence. But if you want to get at him, all you gotta do is just holler at some motherfuckers that's sitting there and be like, who needs some money on their books? I sit here put some money in your books if you gonna handle the situation for me. Don't kill him, because he need to suffer. But I'm gonna sit here and put money on your books and, whoop his ass one good time, beat him, until like 5 inches, let him get back here and then go and get his ass again. I'll faithfully put money on your books until your ass get out. I'm just saying, I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm just saying, we keeping it real over here, we keeping it 100, okay? So that's my advice to you. Alright, so we gonna talk about Kim Zolciak. I don't like her. I ain't gonna be here long. But she had made a little statement on Real Housewives of Atlanta in reference to Kandi Burruss. And Kandi Burruss is the reason I even started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, if I can be all the way honest, it's because of her that I started watching and I continue to watch. And if Kandi got off right now, I would probably still watch. Because at this point, I'm invested. But Kandi, within like the last year and a half, has really been dealing with allegations of, being a rapist amongst other things. Of course, her business has definitely taken a hit up because of that. So Kim Zolciak has something to say. So I'm going to show a brief clip, and for those who are watching, please be advised, even though I am showing this clip, it is a brief clip, and it is under fair use because I am commentating on it. I really just want to say that because people get out their mouths when you show clips and shit. But I want to show that. I want to show some tweets. And then I want to come back and read what she had to say. Be right back.
Let me tell you about Kandi. On my kid's life, hope God strikes me dead. I wouldn't let her lick my box.
Don't tell me she offered to lick your box.
She just...
Oh my God! Oh, this is getting juicy.
I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm telling you the truth. And
So y'all saw that, right? Now, what Kim had to say to Bravo, let me turn this sideways so I can read it. Long style. She says, I need to address this stuff with Kandi. Saying I wouldn't let someone lick my box is totally and completely different than saying she tried. There have been many points in my friendship with Kandi where there has been tension, disagreements, etc. And out of my knowledge about how open she is with her sex life, I jokingly said the tension might be for me not letting her lick my box. I never said the phrase, I swear on my kids, I wouldn't let her lick my box. 2 different sentences. Said at 2 different times. All that being said, Kay and I both know what has gone on during our entire friendship, and for her to react the way was alarming to me and shows just how far the disconnect is after being gone so long. I had and do have a friendship with Kandi, and I have dealt with this the way that friends should. Now, here's my whole thing. you're talking about the whole sex thing, right? You even take a dig saying that, you know, the connection isn't all the way up there for someone to allow someone to bring another person into a relationship. But I mean, let us not forget that you were sitting here dating and fucking a married man. But that's not here nor there. And even with the comment, though you didn't say it, it is all about context and implication. Because you were implying, giving your gestures, that she tried to. And this was all just an act to sit here and help you secure a bag on this particular show. A show that you are really not needed on. So what you got in return is exactly what you deserve. So I can't speak for anybody else, but with me, you can miss me all the way with the entire bullshit. But you guys let me know based off of that clip, the tweets, and what I just stated that she said too, Bravo. You guys let me know what you guys think. Do you think that she's right? Do you think that I'm wrong? Let me know. So, David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson. I haven't spoken about this. I think I might have mentioned it briefly, but I don't think that I've really spoken about it. And I've been trying not to speak about it, one, because Jennifer Hudson's from Chicago. I'm from Chicago, trying to show her love. David Otunga, even though he was on for the Love of New York, he was at the time a wrestler in WWE, a part of Nexus. He was also on, I believe it was NXT before the whole switchover and everything. And trust me when I say I actually did enjoy his stint as a wrestler. And I was actually upset when he pretty much went away from doing that. So I actually enjoy him as a wrestler. Him and Wade Barrett, but Wade Barrett is now doing Defiant, but that's not why we're here. So, David states, well, first, a lot of people have been going in on David's saying that he needs to get a job. He needs to get a job. Why doesn't he have a job? David did state that 5 years ago he was given an ultimatum by Jennifer Hudson, either the relationship or his wrestling career. I'll come back to that. Jennifer Hudson says to The Blast, so this is actually from The Blast. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, Jennifer Hudson told the court, as a part of the couple's custody and support battle over their son, that she plans to file a motion to compel Otunga to seek employment and maintain a job diary. Justice will not be filing the motion publicly, but will present them to the judge later this month. She will also be seeking an order sealing the entire case. So here's what I want to say, because I've heard quite a few people speak about this. First and foremost, I'll say to any and everyone, like, please don't speak about what you don't know. And because I watch WWE, I have the WWE Network, what people will understand is, one, he does have a law degree. So he does law, like he is a consultant for the WWE. One, he is still employed by the WWE. He may not necessarily be a wrestler, but he does commentary here and there and during pay-per-views. So he definitely still has a job. But because he was primarily taking care of their son, it was easy for him to take that step back and limit his workings with the WWE. But he still, in fact, does work for the WWE. If you don't believe me, it's too simple. If you got a WWE Network, go back and check. You'll see him. So I want people to give him a break. And I don't appreciate how Jennifer Hudson is trying to sit here and paint this black man who is actively, in his son's life. It is horrible. And every day she's been throwing darts trying to make them stick, and for the most part they haven't. So I'm gonna need for Jennifer Hudson to get it all the way to fuck together. I'm gonna need for her to do something with this career and actually figure out who JHUD / Jennifer Hudson is and actually give us a decent album. Because that first album was good, but I don't know what the fuck she been doing since that. I'm trying to figure out where you at. And the last thing for this particular part of Tabloids and Trending Topics with T, until we get into some of the more, I guess, juicy, risque stuff. Xscap. The group has now become a trio, and they now changed their name from Xscap with an E to Xscap with a 3 to replace the E at the very end, signifying that it's 3 of them, and that is because only those 3 will continue on creating music. Now, Candy Burris will in fact be back this summer to do another leg of the Great Escape tour, but Candy Burris will not be recording new music with them because she feels that it will tarnish the legacy of Xscap. So that's why she's not doing it. And for those who have watched Out Still Kicking It, you will learn that she was in the group. The girls, more or less, Latasha kind of served her with a, I guess, get out the group type of statement, trying to force her hand. And Kevin just like, fuck it, signed away her rights to the group. So when they all came back, they had everybody re-sign paperwork giving everybody an equal share of the Xscap brand, Xscap with an E. So for them to go and do music as a trio, even Candy would still get paid. Even though she's not producing anything, she still has a piece of the Xscap name. So that's one part of the reason why they did it. In addition to that, is if Candy in any way feels that they are tarnishing the brand or whatever, she would have a reason to sue under the old name. Do I agree with the new name? Not necessarily. And if we're going to be all the way honest, Tiny really doesn't need this. Tiny is doing this because she needs to have her voice heard. And I mean, even if you watch some of the Great Xscap clips, everybody raves on Tiny, especially when she does Tonight, because Tiny bodied the shit on the actual record. Actually, her and Tamika did, but during live performance, Tamika really ain't bringing it, but Tiny did. So everybody's behind Tiny, and I believe with Dream Killer, Tiny has a more lead part because the sisters know we need to sit here and put Tiny on a pedestal because Tiny's going to bring the sales. Because I mean, if we're going to be honest, well, nobody really checking for Latasha all that much. It ain't nobody checking for Tamika, but everybody likes Tiny. And we're not going to pretend as if it wasn't for Tiny doing her stint on VH1, but more or less Candy on VH1 with multiple, spinoffs. It's because of Candy that they were able to secure this bag that they have. So Candy allowed them to shine yet again. So I understand why they're doing it. I wish them nothing but the best. Not to mention, they've also landed a deal with CAA. They will release their album on March 3rd. It's called Here For It, and it will be under the Xscap with 3 at the end entertainment. So, you guys let me know if you guys are going to buy it. As of right now, I don't know how to feel about it, and I haven't heard anything that just made me like, ooh. But I do miss hearing Candy's voice on the record. And for a lot of people that like to sit here and go, with how deep of a tone she has, for those of you who have never sung before, in most groups, they try to have somebody that is a bass baritone to include female groups. If you think about NSYNC, Lance Bass was that. It is what it is. But that was the part that he held. But if he were to just regularly sing, his singing voice is going to be drastically different than what they had him play. I was in the gospel choir and a male a cappella group. Before starting the gospel choir, I was a tenor. In the gospel choir, I was forced to sing bass because there was only 3 men there. Actually, it was 1 man and 2 young boys. I was one of the 2 young boys. And then joined the male a cappella group, I ended up singing bass there because everybody else was pretty much, we did falsetto, tenor, and bass, but it's more or less, tenor, baritone, and bass, how it normally is. So, and after that, trying to find my voice where it's just like, it doesn't sound right singing bass, but it feels right, rather than singing tenor where it's like it sounds right, but it doesn't feel right. And now I'm in a comfortable where I just know that I'm a fucking baritone, but I can go either fucking way. And that's kind of where Candy is, where she was forced to do the lows. And you can sometimes hear when she sings that she's kind of teetering between it because she's still trying to find where she is. But all of them together, it sounded so sweet. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, okay? All right, spotlight time. Spotlight time. A lot of people, to sit here and big up, so let's just go ahead and get to it. So, congrats to Chance the Rapper and Dwayne Wade. They have a new EP documentary. It's called Shot in the Dark. To premiere on Fox on February 24th. Congrats to Aaron Paul, he and his wife Lauren, for their new bundle of joy they just had. Congrats to Willie Taylor from day 26. He and his wife are expecting a baby. Happy 46th birthday to Love and Hip Hop ATL star Mimi Foss. Congrats to DJ Khaled for losing 26 pounds since being on Weight Watchers. Oscar Award-winning actress Octavia Spencer is buying out a theater in Mississippi for kids to watch Black Panther, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Remy Ma, Eve, Trina, and MC Lyte are celebrating 3 decades of female hip-hop, so they actually have an upcoming tour that is starting, I believe, in March, I didn't put down a date, but it's called Queens of Hip Hop Tour. Derrick Rose and his girl, I think it's Elena, tie the knot during the Cavs break. Little Mo is set to star in a indie flick that is called Once Upon a Time in Philly, which is supposed to be in March of this year. Ellen gives her studio audience $1 million. So out of everybody that was there, they're taking home a portion of $1 million. So, hey, big ups to you, Ellen. I'm all here for it. I wish I was there. Jermaine Dupri is set to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And that, let me see, and I believe that's supposed to be June 14th. Bruno Mars, during the Grammys, won Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Performance. Oh shit, and Best R&B Album. Yeah. So Best R&B Album and Best Engineered Album Non-Classical. So definitely congrats to him. Kendrick Lamar at the Grammys won Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song for Humble. Best Rap Song Performance for Loyalty featuring Rihanna, and Best Rap Album for Damn. Janet Jackson is to pay tribute to Missy Elliott at the Essence Black Women in Music Awards. I don't know if that's going to be aired, but I think that's already been done, so congrats to both of them. Mary J. Blige is being nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in Mudbound, and also nominated for Best Original Song in Mudbound. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe she is the first woman. Oh, I'm sorry, I think it's the first time anyone has been nominated for both. So definitely congrats to Mary J. Blige. She's had a tumultuous fucking year, but definitely she is well deserving of this. Comedian Jordan Peele has been nominated for an Academy Award for directing Get Out. Get Out is also nominated for Best Original Screenplay and Best Movie of the Year. Get Out star Daniel Kaluuya, hopefully I said his name right. He's also nominated for Best Actor in Lead Role. Sierra is set to do a MJ tribute during VH1 Divas. Kanye and Kim gave birth to, well, they welcomed in Chicago West. I'm going to leave that where it's at. Grown-ish is renewed for season 2. According to reports, 2.3 million viewers tuned in to the premiere of Black Lightning. I did not know that that had even came out. I need to get caught up, but definitely congrats. Chris Long donated his entire 2017 NFL salary to charity, which is a big thing. And I tip my hat to that gentleman. Like, I really do. And last but not least, there is a new Gerber baby. So rather than talk about it, I'm gonna let you guys see it. Okay, so that is it for this part of Tabloids and Trending Topics with T. I will be right back for what is going to be just the shit that's going to sit here and probably piss off some people, get some people in their feelings, but that's okay. So, for this particular portion, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget, if you have any topics you'd like for me to discuss, send them to spillingallthetea@gmail.com. I will see you guys in a minute for my last little bit. Peace.